lovelies, it's editing Lexi here. Before the video officially starts, I just wanted to say happy Mental Health Awareness Month. It technically is the end of the month, but regardless, happy Mental Health Awareness Month. On my channel, I never shied away from talking about my struggles with mental health and how it affects my everyday life. With that, I was able to create a community of people who were able to talk about their struggles in a safe and comforting space. That itself is a privilege that a lot of people don't have, including the people of Gaza. In the description below, I will have mental health resources and hotline links, as well as links and socials to Operation Olive Branch. Operation Olive Branch is a movement that has been helping families of Gaza evacuate. They have a spreadsheet that gives you access to so many resources and ways to donate, including donating directly to families who have been displaced in Gaza. If you can't donate, it's 100% fine. You could always just share and educate those around you with what's going on in Gaza right now. Now let's get back to the video.
Anxiety is on the rise with so many people.
I start shaking uncontrollably. You feel like you're breathing out of a tiny straw.
I first experienced a panic attack at the age of 12.
If you feel down or have persistent worries, you could be dealing with something called high-functioning anxiety.
How do we do it?
Depression and anxiety in young people have doubled worldwide during the pandemic.
Sometimes it feels like everything is going wrong in the world.
It's called one of the greatest public health challenges of our time. Our nation's mental health is in crisis.
The U.S. Surgeon General calls it the defining public health crisis of our time, mental health.
And I have to look at my 3 teenagers every day and know that I'm not handing them a better world than the world that was left to me. And a lot of that is because of our failure to really focus on mental health.
And yet, we still have to be a part of it.
Even the kids who seem all right often aren't. The youth mental health crisis is overwhelming emergency rooms.
So what do you do when everything is crumbling around you?
These are some incredibly concerning trends that we're seeing in the trends of adolescent mental health.
Truthfully, I don't really know. I don't think anyone really knows.
How do we talk about mental health? How do we access treatment and care? We are falling short.
But I do know some of the things that help me. Good morning. It is 4:34 in the morning and I'm going to the gym. Why I go to the gym this early in the morning is because these are my most anxious hours. So instead of being anxious all day, I go to the gym and let all my worries go away. Right when I wake up. All my irrational thoughts, everything comes out. A lot of times around 4 o'clock, I'm already waking up because I'm anxious and my heart's pounding. To combat that, I've been going to the gym that early. It helps me a lot throughout the day. It gives me so much energy, and at least I know I left the house and spent the morning taking care of myself and not going straight into work. You know what I also forgot to mention? This insane thing. Tell me how one of the girls started freaking out outside of our yoga class, and I was like, oh my god, I wonder why she's freaking out. Someone stole her shoes. And honestly, the way she was freaking out, she got me thinking she has some Gucci's or whatever. She must have some nice ass shoes. It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning and you already stole some shoes. Like, what type of day are you having? Come and talk. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Lately, I've been focusing more on putting more whole foods in my body. So since I want to focus more on putting whole foods in my body and I don't really have necessarily that much time to constantly be cooking. I am going to have to meal prep today. I'm going to meal prep my dinner for the next 3 days, and I decided that I should probably show you guys how I do it since it helps a lot with my mental health and just feeling better in general. I'm going to be making a dish called kimchi jjigae, which I hope I'm saying that right. It is basically just a kimchi stew, and I'm gonna show you the process of how I make it. I am gonna be prepping some things myself. I am using a prepackaged mix too. Some may call it cheating. I'm being resourceful. I'm supporting businesses, and I'm gonna get a great meal out of it. That's how I justify it. But I'm gonna show you guys what I've been meal prepping my food in. My mother got me this hot pot maker. I've been using it a lot, okay? It's just like a mini hot pot maker, and I'm able to meal prep multiple meals with this hot pot maker. So thank you, Mom. Thank your mom today. Mother's Day is coming up, guys. Be nice to your mom, or we're gonna jump you. Sometimes it feels like time is running water and I'm just constantly fighting against it. You have so many responsibilities outside of taking care of yourself, and that makes it easy for you to neglect your mental and physical health. Meal prepping takes a lot of stress off of me throughout the week. Instead of constantly worrying about what I'm going to eat and how I'm going to make it healthy and balanced after work every day, I get to dedicate the stress to 2 days out of the week instead. I'm able to create meals that not only taste good, but they make me feel good too. And at the end of the week, I'll be able to look back and see that I took care of myself in some type of way. I'm going to steam the bok choy separately, this, and close it, and in about like 5 to 10 minutes, it'll be fully steamed. I think I'll have some right now. Always put ice cubes in your rice when you're cooking it in the microwave. It's important that you make sure to take care of your body while also taking care of your mind, knowing that my meal is going to not only taste good, but make me feel good. It's a win-win situation, don't you think? Oh, I feel like I'm about to fucking pass out. It's so fucking hot. I swear if that fucking snake just like slithers past me, he gonna have to go somewhere else today. One of the things that's helped me a lot with my anxiety and overall personal growth has been yoga. I started yoga almost a year ago, and I've been looking into getting my yoga teaching certification. I want to get a little more accustomed to creating yoga sequences, so I'm going to practice this yoga sequence that I made. I'm using this book that I recently got that goes into 2,100 asanas, which is crazy to think that there's that much. My practice today will focus on the heart chakra for peace within yourself, and the sacral chakra to focus on your desires and inner emotions. I was never the person who really sat with their thoughts. I spent almost every waking moment in my head, so I didn't really go out of my way to spend more time with my thoughts. But often when I'm finishing my practice and I'm in Shavasana, a lot of thoughts seem to pop up. Instead of running away from my thoughts, I sit with them. I feel what I need to feel, and I try not to do it from a place of judgment. Not all thoughts and emotions come from nowhere, but once you're able to understand where your thoughts are coming from and why you feel that way, that's when you reach true inner peace. And truthfully, that's my only goal as I sit here on this floating rock with all of you. I've just been wanting to get better at filmmaking in general, so I got a car mount. It was 40% off, and I was like, screw it, I'm just a girl. What else am I supposed to do, not buy it? I think my wallet's tired of me being just a girl. Anyway, let's set up this car mount. Am I sweating that bad? How do people do this? The way it's set up, the camera is fully upside down. Like, do y'all see that? The camera is fully upside down. It just feels so awkward having my camera upside down like this. I don't know, I kind of want to go driving with it and see. Bro, how cool is this? Like, look, Ma, no hands. No hands, okay? Bro, I'm like basically a filmmaker now. What can I say? What can I say? Okay. This is legit. I'm so excited. Bro, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Is that stupid? I always wondered what my purpose in life is. I was good at things, but I never truly enjoyed anything or felt like what I was doing was for me. I lived my life doing the things that others wanted for me, but I never truly took the time to figure out what I wanted for myself. I feel like life is way more complex than having one specific purpose, but what I do know is nothing feels more right than when a camera is in my hands. Making these videos and exploring the world through a camera lens has brought me more joy than words can describe. I'm just grateful that I was able to find this joy for myself. Bro, nothing feels cooler than this. This is cool. I'm so freaking excited. I hope you could hear me. Okay, I'll just do it this close since I don't know what I'm doing. I wanted to give like a little fit check because this is also something that I've been doing to make me feel better. I use working from home as an excuse to like not dress up and not basically feel good about myself. So I would literally wake up, get out of bed, eat, and then, you know, start work in my pajamas. Sometimes I wouldn't brush my teeth. I know. Like, I put no effort into taking care of myself. You know, I use the excuse that, oh, I work from home, nobody's gonna see me, why does it matter? Well, sis, are you living your life for other people or are you living your life for yourself? I decided to start living for myself. So let me show you guys my outfit. This is giving vet chic because Chloe just got her stitches out. This is what I'm wearing. This skirt is huge on me, so I had to put this belt. Yeah, so this is my fit for the day. Period. Period. Right now we are here with Chloe. How are you feeling, Chloe?
You raggedy bitch.
We just got back from the vet. So she cut open her paw pad. I had to take her to the emergency vet. Right, Mama? Am I accounting for this right? She got 3 stitches and some of the fat removed from her paw. So she's a skinny queen, thank you. Sis said my paw's tiny, like my waist, purr. So she had a cast for 4 days and then had an e-collar for 10 days. This has been a 2-week process and she has to stay in this cage for the next 5 days. I have to monitor every detail of her bowel movements, of her urination. This is what it's like to be a mother of a hurt cat. But I am a hardcore advocate for taking care of yourself and feeling better. And one thing that helps me feel better is having a clean environment. And my room's kind of messy because obviously Chloe uses litter box in my room and she throws litter everywhere, which is fine. I just have to vacuum it up. I'm going to start the process of cleaning my room post vet visit while she's in the cage and a little loopy and sedated. So recently I've been trying out a new hobby, which is drawing. I've always wanted to learn how to draw, but I don't think I ever necessarily put that much effort into it. If you saw my handwriting, you would see why. I feel like I've never taken myself seriously because I always give up. It's probably because I go into it being like, oh, my handwriting's bad. If you saw my handwriting, you would see why. And it makes it easier when I give up because I'm like, oh, I was never going to be good at it in the first place. I start off and I think I'm going to be Picasso and then get mad when it don't look like Picasso. But I've been taking it very seriously because I really want to be able to express my creativity in different outlets that are not just like filmmaking and photography. So like I'm gonna show you my progress just to like hold myself accountable. But if you see this, my attempts at making fully straight lines, I tried my hardest to make these lines straight, and look at how crooked they are. I practiced my circles a bit. They didn't come out that great, but these are my most recent ones. I think I've made a lot of progress. Yeah, so that's what I've been practicing. I've been practicing my line work, and also like I've been practicing like the amount of pressure I put in my hands, because I'm gonna show you this example with watercolor. This is when I first started. Do you see how dark this is compared to these? I was actually able to slowly but surely become more delicate as I was messing with watercolor. That's also something I want to do. I want to learn how to draw, but I also want to do watercolor. Like that's like I really want to paint and do things like that. So I think it's so important to like learn new things and have new hobbies. I'm really just trying my best, and that's all that matters. Today I'm doing part 2, which is simple 3D shapes. So let's see how that goes. I'm doing this with the Pencil Room online. Most of my life, I always envied anyone with an artistic bone in their body. Growing up, you start to realize that most people are born with no talent, but yet we still live in a world filled with talented people. I realized that the only reason why I didn't know how to draw was because I never truly tried to do it in the first place. I've always had this all or nothing approach at things. I was exceptional, or I was nothing. But this approach never made me feel fulfilled. As I grow older, I realize that being bad at something or not being the best at it is not a good enough reason to not do it. Learning new things reminds us that we're human. We're always evolving and we're always changing. And that in itself is inspiring. And isn't inspiration what art is all about? Look at how much straighter my lines got. Okay. They're not perfect, but I think I'm getting a little bit better with the basics. So going back to your original question, how do we do it? We're able to do it because we're human. We fail, we succeed, and we change. We feel everything at once, or even nothing at all. We may know why we feel the way we feel in the moment, but sometimes it takes time. We're all on different paths, and as you continue your life, that path will often change. What's important is that you continue on, despite the noise of others or the noise within yourself. One day you'll find the things that work for you, and when you do, the path you walked will be sitting there behind you, watching you walk the new path you created.